Bust down, but my wrist time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Kick it and go, kick it and go. We just step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off.
Set to kick off.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Montana. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun. Here's Montana. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play fake. Now here's Montana. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Over on downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
19-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
4 yards.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, Thorpe, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Montana. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Our home team 7, visitors nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they can...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And a sack. A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
To throw is Montana. Man open, Rice. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
4-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mostert. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Right back to use check again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 17 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Mix the score. Our home team 14. Visitors 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us.
And now look at him go. The 20.
I'm going to show you, man.
And touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Montana to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They will look to throw. Montana. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Joe Montana on 2nd down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Six-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Montana. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montana. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
On the stop.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, Thorpe. And some room to roam now. 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point safely through, and a lead now up to 14.
14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. There he goes, right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Randy Moss, 75 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. On for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Makes the score our home team 28, visitors 21. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Now Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 14-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Taylor Mays.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thorpe, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it and do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score our home team 42. Visitors 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Taken down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up
Jackson going to run.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Second nature, all is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby. Show me torch.
Here's Morstead to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll run on first down. Thorpe, space to maneuver at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Tyreek Hill set to return it.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
4th down.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
On 1st down, Thorpe. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down now. Thorpe. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The ball carried by number 2. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
On 3rd down, Thorpe. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Six nothing our score after 1.
With the score, our home team 6, visitors nothing.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on 1st down. Thorpe. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Good.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Thorpe. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
2nd down and 5.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
Tyler Bass.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. The kick by Bass is good. And That will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Past the 20, 10, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it?
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Lawrence looking deep for Hayward Bay. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Set to kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just
about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. John Randall dropping the hammer.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
3rd and 12.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence escaping. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. John Randall able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
49-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The tackle by Troy Polamalu.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And here's Jackson on the option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 47-yard line. That's the
after 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Chargers 0.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Antonio Brown. This is fielded at the 7. Just a net of 34 there, following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Taking him down is a veteran, Darrelle Revis. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He's going deep for Brown. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Thorpe. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Hayward-Bay, 73 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski.
Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
And Jackson throwing once more. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jackson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that'll be incomplete.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw is Jackson on third down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the option, it's Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. But no gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, Thorpe. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. So that'll back him up 5. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thorpe. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
15-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Thorpe.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Bass is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act in the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
7.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
20-yard line.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
1st and goal at the
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss because that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. Looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw again is Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Play brings up 2nd and 10. At the
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late in the night. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation. Late game.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Second and 11 now. And a give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11. Today's final.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you'll need a breather.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lambeau. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Walker with a grab, left side. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Vick. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
3rd and short yardage, Vick. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yard line.
A first down throw coming for Vick. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Vick. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long for Vick. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Vick to throw on 4th down. He's going to go up top again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Down.
the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down.
Defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Second down at 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he'll look downfield for Waller. Touchdown, Packers. Darren Waller, 49 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. And I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, the completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs when necessary to help get him out of trouble.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Jackson's going to look to run it. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
A first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So the false start will back them up 5. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
The ball carried by number 2.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 3rd down, Thorpe, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The veteran Darrelle Revis there on the coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Let's go, D.
On 3rd down, Vick. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Vick now from the 50. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Vick operating on 1st down. Being chased out left. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Vick. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Randy Moss as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a fourth-down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.